What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me on this reaction journey. Today is Arcane Episode 7. Last time we left off, the sisters reunited, but things didn't turn out so well, and now Vi is kidnapped, so I'm excited to see what we're in for. Let's go! What is this? This is their music video. That was pretty cool.
I'm not the one who walked us into not one, but two of Silco's traps.
This isn't Silco. It's someone else.
How do you know?
Firelights.
Because we'd already be dead. What was that glowing stone? That's what I thought.
Hey, can't trust each other.
What's going on?
Hey, stop! Get your hands off me! Leave her
Oh.
alone! Let me go!
Vi?
Okay. Oh, interrogation time. Oh, he's a man-bat. Man-bat?
You shy? Or just ugly?
Okay. She means business. And so does Casey Jones here. He's got a bat. That's a cool mask. Top the graffiti artist. Ah.
Good for a dead girl.
Is that... First off, this is my intro. Was that Ekko? I bet that was Ekko. Yeah! This intro should get everyone hyped.
Ekko?
Yeah, it is Ekko.
What do
Thought
you know
so.
about this?
Nothing. What the hell is this all about?
Man, Ekko
What were you
came
doing
up.
with Jinx?
Her name is Powder. And I just found her when you and your goons showed up. It's me, Vi. Same person
I
who
think
used to
he
take
knows.
you down to the junk heap and hose you down when you got covered in grease.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, he has changed.
People change.
Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is.
Are you working for Silco? Now you show up with a Pilty and give her a tour of the lanes?
You were following us. Why didn't you say something?
I didn't know if I could trust you.
So you just come out swinging?
Gee, I wonder who I learned that from.
Oh, you should have learned more. You still punch like a little boy.
And you still block with your face.
I missed you,
Aw.
little man.
How long have you had those off?
How long have you been whining?
Wow.
I would very much like to see the device.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Hex core.
That may be difficult to arrange.
Perhaps the error
Is that
resides
the dragon?
not with your calculations, but with your subjects. Nature has made us intolerant to change, but fortunately, we have the capacity to change our nature. I must warn you, if you take this path, they will despise you.
Why?
Love and legacy are the sacrifices we make for progress. It's why I parted ways with Heimerdinger.
Dude, Victor, don't take it. No.
Jayce will understand.
No. What's Iron Man doing on here? He getting a workout in. What is he building? Is he building a suit? What is he making? Mr. Stark.
Hammer work is such a delicate art.
How'd you find me?
You're the de facto head of the council. People notice where you go.
Don't remind me.
This border shutdown has people agitated.
They should be. This and Shimmer. It's hard to believe what they're capable of.
Is that what's really bothering you?
Nope.
It's your time now, Jayce. No more red tape. You can bring Hextech to the masses, just like you've always dreamed.
I don't know about this. Still.
First, I have to save Victor.
Where is he?
I don't know. He disappeared. He does that sometimes.
Enforcers are searching anyone who crosses the bridge.
Marcus is following my orders, preventing Vi and Caitlyn from returning.
Yeah, he's confident that Marcus didn't flip.
I've had enough headaches.
It didn't sound like a request.
Wow, okay.
Where are you going?
I need to find Jinx.
Sir,
What?
she'll come to you when she's ready.
She might come in guns blazing though. Blood and bugs. Oh yeah, her leg got cut.
I didn't lose her. She was there for me, not the enforcer. Why would I remember her name?
Oh. Oh. Okay. She is hardcore.
Caitlyn.
Wow. I thought you were gonna pull a spike and say bang.
Is that a real tree?
If a single seed can make it down here, so could we. After Vander died,
A lot has
Silco
happened.
flooded the lanes with Shimmer. He didn't care what it did to people. Everyone here was an addict or a victim. If I just went with you that day, maybe none of this would have happened.
Or maybe you'd be dead. Or changed.
Powder's gone, Vi. All that's left is Jinx, and she belongs to
You're
Silco.
wrong. She's still in there. I can reach her.
You can't.
I know my sister.
Apparently not.
I got one more thing to show you.
Oh, okay. You probably should be scared to see this. It's always that one more thing to show you that that goes over the edge. Where are we?
This is everyone we've lost.
Wow, it's a mural.
The price of our freedom.
So metaphorically, she is lost, or she died.
Jayce, what is this? Do you have any idea how this looks? I order a blockade and my own partner violates it.
Oh,
You
right.
ordered this? Why? There are people down there who seem hell-bent on destroying us. What were you doing? I was consulting a friend about our quandary. I told you I knew someone. Well, you didn't say they were from the Undercity. What difference does that make? They're dangerous.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm from the Undercity. I'm sorry.
Jayce is
I've
changing.
had a lot on my plate.
We are watching the birth of a villain. Jayce is going to be the villain.
We're bleeding money, and for what? His dreams of rebellion. He's losing control. If we stand together,
We aren't due for an assembly.
He's not happy.
we're all wondering, what's your plan to fix this?
You're all wondering, are you?
What's in the box?
Better to have some trade than none at all.
Was the fan supposed to do that?
Jinx will deal with it.
How are you meant to bring Piltover to heal if you can't handle your own people? Huh?
Oh,
What's that?
Oh, you don't recognize it.
Silco is immune to this.
But I pulled you all up from the depths.
Wow.
Offered you a taste of topside. I gave you life. Purpose.
Dude. Uh-oh. Oh, he's gonna let him die.
We came from a world where there was never enough to go round. Thin.
Is he gonna spare him? Oh,
Don't forget again.
intimidation. Okay, yeah, so that fan wasn't supposed to go off.
Good
They
meeting.
turned it off. Dude. Wow. This guy.
This arrived for you.
Okay. Looks like a seal. Either a family seal or a seal from another house. So her family or some other. Wow. Just a kid. Uh-oh. Ekko don't play that.
What have you done with Vi?
My hero.
You're... But I thought they were hurting you.
Vi tells me I can trust you.
So you get, whoa.
Let me help you with that.
Where have you been, Jinx?
Oh, you know, here, there, chasing down dead ends.
She is.
And guess what?
She's crazier than him.
Dead.
Oh!
Move, silly. I might hurt you. You lied.
Whoa!
I wanted to protect you.
From what?
She and the Enforcer are back for the crystal. Not for you. Who found you? Who cared for you? Everyone else betrays us. I need you.
Ah! Every time. Ugh. Every time.
It's beautiful.
If your people had your way, it'd be rubble and ash.
It's a misunderstanding.
I don't think it's a misunderstanding.
Your people hunt us. Like animals. Silco pays them to do it. Then what's this?
You got it. You have to let me take that back.
Uh-oh.
What is it? It's a gemstone. It was stolen during the attack. By your sister. Ekko. It's wrong what's been done to you. You'd be well within your rights to keep it. I couldn't blame you.
Where's the butt? Where's the butt? There it is.
If you do, this cycle of violence will never stop. I have a friend on the council. Let me take the gemstone to him. You'll listen to me. Your people wouldn't have to hide anymore.
I'm the one who gives it to them.
Ekko? I don't know about that, buddy.
The form is crude, but engineering is inspired.
You think they could crack Hextech?
It's a leap.
It's been suggested that they may have found a way to utilize the gemstone. If we are to assume the worst, that would mean they've turned it into a weapon. We should prepare our own countermeasures.
Here we go. Everyone wants a
You
war.
want us to build weapons? Absolutely not. That is not why we invented Hextech.
was
We would
always gonna
shatter
use
any
this.
attempt at peace. Heimerdinger would never go for this.
Heimerdinger's an action is what brought us here. You said so yourself. The peace is already broken, Jayce.
Okay.
Ridiculous. You cannot be considering this.
I think he is.
What if she's right?
There it is.
Are we just gonna stand by while they attack us? We're scientists, not soldiers. We have the knowledge to defend ourselves.
We agreed Hextech was to improve lives, not to take them.
Oh. That's the bomb. Dude. Oh, man.
There is always a choice.
Oh, that's where he kept it. That's smart. Nice. Ah, there she is.
I'm worried I have to do something I never thought I would.
Yep, he's going to make the bad decision. Oh, hey, where's he going? Oh, no. Oh, he's transforming him. Maybe a trap. Yeah, some don't feel right.
I can't leave her again.
Oh.
You can't change her.
I have to try. It's been real, Cupcake.
Oh,
Thanks.
Cupcake.
For everything.
Please don't be her. And
She wouldn't do that. Not again.
What the hell is this?
oh, great.
Sir, I have proof. Silco's behind everything.
Show me.
Oh no. No. Yeah, don't give it him. Jinx is gonna make her move. Oh!
I told you to leave this alone.
What is it doing? Oh! Dude, that... Wow. So that's what they do. Is that a vest? Okay, so she doesn't have her Gatling gun. She still has a gun though. Vi, where are you?
Tell my daughter.
Oh man. Oh boy. Dude, she has the Gatling gun. Run! Hey! Look at Ekko! Ooh! Dude! Oh! He got it! Get that and run! Oh, this is sad.
Oh, look who it is. The boy savior.
Wow, this is sad, man. What? Oh, what? These two need music to fight each other. This is wild. This is so wild. Dude, that was close. Look at the visuals. Oh, like Spider-Man. Whoa. Dude. Oh. He got in close. Oh. Ah. This is brutal. Man, this is so tragic. They all friends fighting each other. I don't know if I trust you. There it is. Ah. Okay, did they both get away? No way. Really? Wow. I thought they were both gonna get away. Okay. All right. Wow. All right, that was Arcane episodes 1 through 7. Here's some thoughts. With episode 1, Vi and Powder are survivors. They're traumatized in the first few minutes of the opening. Powder has her eyes closed and she's singing a song. We can infer that Vi, being a protective sister, told her to do that. Vander put down his figurative sword and took up parenting. Literally, he's carrying Vi and Powder. He will go on to raise them like daughters. The episode title is Welcome to the Playground. Right from the start, we see Vi and the gang treating Piltover like a playground. Speaking of Piltover, the surface city has a steampunk vibe. It has some awesome airships. We see clear blue skies, birds. The architecture is beautiful. During the chase, it's cool seeing the visual transition. When the steam pipe is hit, it creates a smog-like atmosphere. It's hard to see. The group arrives at the manhole cover. It's slimy, green, it has flies. They were just in a big, clean city. It was spacious. Now they're squeezing through a narrow pipe and immediately land in a trash pile. The effect of contrast continues when we see more of the underground. The structures are broken, windows are blown out. Vi and her friends get into a fight with other kids. In Piltover, they didn't get into any fights. This world that they live in seems hopeless. Researchers found that children's immediate neighborhood area has significant effects on life outcomes, and those outcomes can differ considerably compared to those experienced by children just streets away. In fact, their study claims that a child's neighborhood has a greater effect on future income earnings than the neighborhood they end up living in as an adult. For example, adults born between 1978 and 1983 who grew up in this Point Breeze census tract were earning an average of $70,000, and 78% had a job, while less than 1% were incarcerated on the day of the last census. Adults who grew up in this nearby tract in Homewood were earning an average of $20,000, with 69% employed and 4.3% incarcerated on the day of the last census. I really enjoyed the moment with Powder when she said, "Come on Mauser, I need you." At this point in time, her gadgets let her down. They're just not good enough yet. She also loses the score, and Vi, being the protective sister, she overlooks that. Vi and Powder definitely have a loving relationship. The underground takes on a variety of meanings, but the first is definitely survival of the fittest, which is a term made famous in the 5th edition of On the Origin of Species by British naturalist Charles Darwin, which suggested that organisms best adjusted to their environment are the most successful in surviving and reproducing. Darwin borrowed the term from English sociologist and philosopher Herbert Spencer, who first used it in his 1964 book Principles of Biology. Vi asks Vander, when did you get comfortable living in someone's shadow? This is one of the first themes, and this one is embodied with Vi and Vander, and they have Silco and Jinx living in their shadows. Silco and Jinx both later emerge from those shadows. Ekko eavesdrops and listens in on the conversation with Vander. He looks through the bird-like mask, which he later wears when he's running the Firelights, so we have some foreshadowing here. Alright, let's talk about this great moment. When Counselor Medarda gets a device that's a child's toy, she says good. This is the setup, because we then next year give that toy to another counselor. It's a great comedic moment, and it's so subtle because we know that she doesn't think much of the counselor, especially when she says that the device is for the sharpest minds. We know it's not true. This is part of the show don't tell method. She could have easily said that she doesn't like the counselor or thought lowly of him. She didn't voice this. Instead, we see her actions, and it's a great payoff. In the council chamber, Heimerdinger has a flashback. It looks like a painting. I wasn't sure if it was intentional, but this series came out in 2021. If you subtract Heimerdinger's age, 307, from 2021, you get 1714, which during that time, this flashback would look like that painting. And notice when the counselors were voting, one counselor looked at Medarda before raising his hand. In the United States, the meetings of organizations, clubs, legislative bodies, and other deliberative assemblies are often governed by Robert's Rules of Order, first introduced by Henry Martin Robert in 1876. According to Robert's rules, the usual method of voting is by the voice or show of hands. However, a secret ballot is recommended in the circumstances such as the reception of members, elections, and trials of members and officers, which apparently entail high peer pressure for the committee. One thing this series is good with is creating tension. It's a great moment of tension when the kids are hiding from the enforcers, and it's Powder who seems like she's going to be the reason they get caught. With episode 3, one of the things that we see is that a person can create their own demons. Vander helped create that new version of Silco, and he's represented with that new deformity. Vi leaving Powder was the catalyst to her becoming Jinx. Vi was the one who told her that they should stick together, yet she was the one who left Powder. And it's really amazing how much Vander and Silco mirror Vi and Jinx. The use of red and blue was effective. Silco was drowning in the blue water, and we see Vander's silhouette with a red sky for his background. We see some great parallels with Vander having a black eye, and we see Silco's left eye still deformed from the river toxins. And the coins Silco gave Marcus dropped in blood, so that's definitely blood money. Vander was trapped as Silco's thugs were getting closer, and it wasn't until he saw Vi crying that he snapped into action. Hysterical strength refers to extraordinary displays of human strength, typically prompted by a life-threatening situation. One of the most commonly cited examples is that of a parent lifting up a vehicle to save a trapped child. If we're following the 3-act structure, episode 3 is where act 1 comes to an end. With episode 4, Piltover is called the City of Progress, and people from all over are coming to see it. What they saw is a technologically advanced city with no issues. It's a great image. This though can bring to mind a recent event. With the Paris Olympic Games 100 days away, police carried out a large-scale eviction at France's biggest squat in the south of the country's capital. Aid workers are concerned that the broader effort by Paris authorities to clear out migrants and other people sleeping rough in the city before the Summer Olympics is troubling, as those evicted are not provided longer-term housing assistance. Antoine Desclercq, a coordinator with the other side of the medal, says officials are trying to promote a certain image of the French capital. Once again, Jinx caused a fire. She was basically born in fire at the end of episode 3, and like in episode 1, when she accidentally dropped a hexstone that leveled a building and set the plot in motion, her chaos here once again sets the plot in motion. When Grayson asks Caitlyn what she's shooting for, Caitlyn seems like she doesn't know. That uncertainty is reflected with the surrounding fog. Jinx with the punching machine shows that she's competing against ghosts of the past, and she's definitely not relying on her strengths. She comes in second. That's when she relies on her strengths, using her gun. I'm going to talk about time later on, but Jinx was in slow motion, basking in the glow of the hexstone, similar to what happened in the explosion in episode 3. In the intro, the statue of Vander has Vi and Powder in his hands, and there's a glow. It's like a warm glow, but all 3 of them are soon swallowed up by Silco's cold darkness. So far, Silco has killed Vander, he's taken over the underground, Jinx works for him, and now he's set a plan in motion to eliminate Vi. He is that all-consuming darkness. A vantage point is a position or place that affords a wide or advantageous perspective. Ekko is on a high vantage point as he spots Vi and Caitlyn. Jinx does that later on in episode 7. There's some awesome imagery when Jinx holds up the blade and we see Vi on the night she left Powder. It's appropriate because, in a sense, she figuratively stabbed Jinx in the back. And this is a powerful moment when Jinx uses the signal to call Vi. It's like a light in the darkness, that little bit of hope surrounded by a cloud of pessimism, disappointment, anger, hate, sadness, hopelessness. The old Powder may still be there. Speaking of sadness, this image is hauntingly so. Jinx carries the burden of killing Milo and Clagger, and also the voices in her head have manifested for the audience to see. With that said, the episode title is When These Walls Come Tumbling Down. Very few people escape some form of trauma in their lives. Most survive these personal tragedies by developing physical or emotional escape strategies that help them cope at the time. One of the most common of those defensive mechanisms is to create an emotional wall that helps to separate the person from the event. It is a private and hidden haven in which he or she can somehow control anguish from which they cannot escape. It seems like Jinx had her walls up and they were coming down and we were seeing the return of the old Powder. Firelights seem to be this world's version of Fireflies, which is creative because it helps further flesh out this world. The precise phrase, "the eyes are the windows to the soul," is most frequently attributed to the most famous English wordsmith William Shakespeare in the 1500s and 1600s. With Milo, we see the glowing eyes. We never see his real eyes. This is just a twisted version in Jinx's head. The moment here with Jinx humming while she's walking the bridge in the aftermath of the chaos mirrors what we've seen in episode 1. As George Lucas would say, it's like poetry, it rhymes. Ekko told Vi to leave, knowing he was about to fight Jinx. Vi didn't object to that. She's accepted that Jinx is, to reference Star Wars, more machine now than woman, twisted and evil. Before discussing the rest of episode 7, it's essential to talk about some of the themes. Relying on our unique strengths, Vi and Vander are physically gifted, great fighters. Vi is even referred to as Vander's prodigy. Powder and Silco have a gift for technology. Respect is another theme that both children and adults can relate to. As children, Vi and the other kids wanted respect. Silco wants the lanes to have respect. We see a magic versus science theme throughout. It's not necessarily about battling each other, but in the hands of people, human beings, terrible things happen, like the Hexstones causing an explosion in the beginning, and Shimmer creating monsters. Time is one of the biggest themes. We see the importance of time in the form of a cog. There's a moment in the council chambers that play on this theme. We see the tapping fingers, the clock necklace, the counselor opening his birthday gift, the camera spinning. It's all like clockwork. Time is also relative. Heimerdinger operates from a different mindset. A decade is a blink of an eye to him, but for someone like Victor, that's just too long. When speaking with Caitlyn, Marcus mentions Stillwater Prison. Stillwater is a part of a stream that is level, or where the level of inclination is so slight that no current is visible. Now for the battle between Ekko and Jinx, Ekko brings out his pocket watch, another symbol of time, and we see the fighters reverted to kids. They were once friends. The bullets become paintballs. You expect friends to engage in this kind of activity. But I like how the facade temporarily breaks a few times, where we briefly see the characters as their older selves. Here's something that's been said about nostalgia. Consuming nostalgic media of all types gives us a way of thinking about who we are. It helps us make sense of our purpose in life, said Christine Bacho, a psychology major at Lemoyne College and longtime nostalgia researcher. Nostalgia is one way of coping with things like social isolation or disconnectedness, loneliness. Times of adversity can trigger nostalgia because remembering who we were helps with our identity continuity. Researchers have recently found that nostalgia can reduce our perception of pain and enhance our ability to detect threats. They found that compared to control subjects, subjects thinking about something nostalgic had more brain activity when reading threatening words. The best thing about art is that it's subjective. Everyone has their own interpretation. Was your interpretation different than mine? Leave your comments, like, share. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Take it easy.